I used to always be the guy who I would see a girl I wanted to go talk to and I would never approach her. I'd say to myself, "Oh, I'm going to go approach this girl. I'm going to go talk to her." I'd hype myself up in front of all my friends. "Yeah, guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it." But then just no action at all. And this is something that really plagued me for a long time. I wanted to start approaching women. I wanted to get the ball rolling. I wanted to get a girlfriend. I wanted to go on dates, but I could just never overcome this first step. Then there was this one time back during my sophomore year of high school. I was at a Halloween party with a few of my friends, and I saw this one girl who I thought was pretty cute. And so I remember all these times where I never did it and how I felt and that feeling of shame of, not doing the things that you say you're going to do. And guess what? I finally worked up the courage to go and talk to her. So I walk up to this girl, and I don't even remember exactly what I said. I think I said something like, "Oh, hey, are you having a good time tonight? Are you having fun?" And then she just like awkwardly like smiled, and I don't even remember. I'm so right. It was so bad. I don't even remember what I said. It was literally that bad. And in the moment, it hurt. I was like, shit, that kind of sucks. I wanted to get this girl's number. But then a couple hours later, I looked back and I thought to myself, you know what? Rejection actually doesn't hurt that bad. And I also felt, you know what? Getting rejected actually feels a lot better than not even trying. Because you've probably had all those moments where you said you were going to go talk to a girl or you saw her and then you didn't do it. And then you had to live with that regret of what if I would have done it? What if I would have gone and talked to her? What if I would have, approached her? But because you didn't actually go and talk to her, you didn't get the conclusion. And then you thought to yourself, oh, she might have been my girlfriend. We might have been able to go on a date. She might have liked me, but I'll never know. So what I learned from this experience, that there were a few lessons, but the first is that rejection does not hurt that bad. You think about it and you're like, oh my God, it's gonna hurt forever, and I'm never gonna recover from it, and this girl's so amazing, right? But that girl hasn't actually earned that respect from you yet. Yeah, maybe she's attractive, maybe she's hot, but that doesn't mean she's a good person. That doesn't mean that she's this amazing angel who you should just put up on a pedestal. Instead, you should think to yourself, yeah, she might be great, but if she rejects me, if she doesn't want me, who cares? Like, that's her loss. It's no worries, and I'll just move on. And when you have that mentality compared to putting her up on a pedestal and saying, oh, she's so amazing, all of a sudden, now you think to yourself that if I get rejected, it's really not a big deal. So that's the first thing you got to do. You got to stop thinking that rejection is such a big deal and just minimize the effect that it's going to have to you. Now, number two, the second thing that I learned from this experience is that rejection is really just a learning lesson. I mean, think about anything in life. Maybe you go to the gym. We'll use that as an example. What would you do if someone said to you, I want to start going to the gym, but I can't bench press 225 pounds? You would say, well, yeah, no shit. Like, you've never tried it before. So, of course, you're not going to be good right away. You have to put in the work. Or maybe you're an athlete, right? I used to be a baseball player. Imagine if someone walked up to you and they said, I want to start playing baseball, but I can't hit a home run. I can't throw the ball 90 miles an hour, so why should I even start? That's a really stupid way to think about things. It's like, no, when you first start playing baseball, you're probably going to strike out and you're going to fall on your ass. But that's fine. It's fine to not be good at something at first. So talking to girls is the same exact way. It's completely fine to be a noob. It's completely fine to not be amazing at it right away. But instead of having this mentality that I have to be good, I have to do well, you need to have a learner's mentality. You need to have a growth mindset instead of a limiting one. And say to yourself, you know what? If I go talk to her and I get rejected, I'll learn from it. I'll get better. Because that's one of the truths about dating, is that it's a skill. It's something you have to level up, something that you have to improve. And you're not going to be great at it right away. But if you go and approach women, you go on dates, you put in the work to actually level it up, eventually you will get to where you want to be. And the only thing stopping you from being there right now is just that you have not put in the work. You haven't done the approaches. You haven't gone on the dates. So instead of having this, scarcity mentality where you're scared to approach women and you're not putting in the work, have a growth mindset, and kind of view it as something that you can practice, that you can get better at. And if you do that, if you make that mindset shift, I guarantee you that you're going to actually have a lot more success. So, but it just all starts with your mindset. And this isn't just with women too. This is with literally everything in life. If you want to be good at anything, you're going to have to take time. You're going to have to get better at it. But that's what it's all about. Just focusing on getting better every day, not limiting yourself, and thinking like, how can I get to where I want to be eventually, but not having to be perfect right away. So if you found this video helped you, be sure to like and subscribe. And also, this is my new unfiltered channel where I'm just going to post these kind of like rant, unfiltered, just raw styled videos. But I'll link my main channel where you can go find more of my content. And yeah, I'll see you for the next video, bro.